All right, so now one of the best things about a Blendtec is the ability to juice in these machines. So a little different from a juicer. If you've ever used a juicer at home, you probably realize it takes a lot of produce just to get a little bit of juice. You'll typically throw your 8 to 10 carrots in a standard juicer just to get a small cup of carrot juice. With your Blendtec, you can throw your 2 to 3 carrots, a little bit of water, and get the same quantity and consistency you're getting with that juicer. It's called whole fruit and vegetable juicing. We're using everything, the peels, the skins, the seeds, and leaves. As long as it's good for you, that machine's going to liquefy it. For example, anytime I juice grapes in there, I prefer to use the ones with seeds. Those seeds are high in antioxidants, they're full of pre-cancer fighters. The machine's going to liquefy them, so you're not going to know they're in there by the time we're done with them. Even those strawberries, you may have noticed I kept the tops on. They're full of chlorophyll. It's good for your immune system. You're not going to know that stuff is in there by the time we're done with it. The pineapple, I've left the core on for the fiber. I've got banana, carrot, and a bunch of spinach into this particular juice. You can juice all your greens from your spinach, your kale, to your chard in there. Last off, I'm going to pack this full of ice. And we're going to show you something kind of fun here. Now, have any of you ever started a blender at home with the lid off? So usually not the safest thing to do in the kitchen, right? So blenders run cross-blade patterns specifically. They push material up and out. If you've ever thrown ice in a blender, you typically have to stand and assist, shake, or you're poking one of those big sticks down through the lid just to get it to blend right. The design of the single blade we use on a Blendtec is going to power through that thick, heavy material, pulling it down, assisted by the 5-sided patented jar. We don't have to assist this machine while it's running. And then to operate these, they're fun and very user-friendly. If you take a look at the front of the machine here, you probably notice we don't have any knobs or dials on the front here. It's free from mold and bacteria that's commonplace. If you've ever spilled a smoothie on the front of your blender, you don't have to worry about that with the Blendtec. To operate these, you've got a capacitive touch slider here. Speed up, speed down. We can run our finger up and down there. That's really for the culinary chef in your house that needs that precision control. In addition, you've got your preset programs. Presets were designed for the restaurants. You go into your commercial smoothie bar. The kids throw stuff in, push a button, and walk off and help other customers. 95% of the things you're going to make in this machine, literally push a button, walk away, do something else in your kitchen. It's going to shut itself off when it's done. For juicing is what we want to do here. We're going to hit our juice key. All right, so right there, obviously, any other blender would be making a big mess there. The design of that single blade is going to pull through that thick material, pulling it down to the bottom, so we don't have to assist it, shake it, or poke a big stick down through the lid to get that to blend right. Now, what makes this machine unique is it's the industry's largest motor. This is a 3.8 peak horsepower motor. What makes it unique, it's the quietest blender in the world. Such a high demand for these for the residential or the commercial application. You have 4 or 5 of these going on a smoothie shop at once, it has to be quiet. The advantage here, you're making a smoothie at 4 or 5 in the morning. You don't have to worry about waking up the family at 5 a.m. when you want your smoothie. So again, that shut itself off. We're going to show you our juice consistency here. Notice with all those peels, all the skins and seeds and leaves there, we've got a perfectly smooth juice. The process on this is called micronization. With all those peels, skins, seeds, and leaves, we broke it down on the cellular level. Again, we could have used a juicer to make 4.5 cups of juice. It would have required a wheelbarrow full of fruit, and we would have thrown all of our fiber and roughage away in the garbage. Juicing with a Blendtec costs very little to make, and it's going to fill you up.